no, you're still there. No, you're good.
I'm moving. I just see everybody else moving. Coming back.
Like, yo, he's the voice of truth. You know, just
man, that's all be a liability now. That would be like telling the truth. No, we don't know this guy, Belor. We came here to take him down.
Oh, I already had the party there this whole time. Okay, I didn't know that.
No.
We'll be like, Mentor, no.
Yeah, Mentor. No, if Mentor's around you, you get -4 or -6 to like get bluffs automatically.
What the fuck? Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. One of my flaws is like truth. So if you're around, you're trying to bluff, you get -6 or some shit.
But flaws is usually supposed to fuck you over, not the rest of the party.
Because you tell them all.
That's fucked up.
Like, that's not true.
Well, good thing that I rarely rely on lies, so only when the situation is.
So kind of lies, kind of like, you know, like, like, no, that's a lie, sir. He really not telling you. What?
His name is Kai.
That's a big ass list of folk, nigga. That nigga, he was in the world. Look at that song. Well, that's a walk off. I just seen it be gone. That was a party.
Yeah,
My people like
controlled by
I
everybody.
bet my fighters will take out those cell swords, son.
yeah, that's why I come in here like, yo, what up, nigga? Think you got beef? What up? Please. Take me out the draft. Pull it up.
Alright, there we go.
Yo, my guy right now, he looks like a skinnier version of Meswa, his younger brother.
Hey,
The
yeah,
fuck?
look, so
Why your character's over there? Alright, so here's the mercenary over here going to this door and opens it.
Yeah, we're moving in there, son.
Yeah, shouldn't say about the jokes.
Yeah, your characters you're free to move your tokens. Free to move your tokens.
I can't move. I'm a guy. What is a guy? Yeah. So where the people at? Where's the bar at? Look.
He's taking you to them.
Okay.
He's escorting us.
Where is it? Who's the human cell side? But he ain't moving. No.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm revealing the next room.
It's a pretty nice place. How long you work here?
You better be ready for Vedlord, son. You said you can't see his ass. You're like, really? No. I want to see what you're going to say. Look at Lewis smirking like, I ain't calling for you.
Oh,
that dude's got to scrutinize us. Like, he's got to see through our lies. Like,
alright,
kill them.
Alright, so he takes you through, he takes you through, a well-stocked and well-organized kitchen. There's large tables for food preparation that fill the central area, and the walls are covered with counters and cupboards. A massive marble fireplace sits against the west wall. There's about 2 servants in here, toiling, preparing for the meals that are being served. And he takes you over. He takes you over to the spiral stairs that you see.
Alright. While this is all going on, Claudius is describing to the rest of the room the layout, the guard that's by the door, and then we're currently following one of the Brute's human warriors, you know.
Right.
Yeah, basically giving them a layout of what we observed.
Oh no, wait, he wouldn't take you through there. Okay. Alright, he opened that door into the kitchen and he told the servants, he's like, make some more food, we have more guests. Alright, then he comes back in. And he takes you.
Okay.
I'm trying to get used to this map. I see how it looks now. Alright, so then he comes back in and he takes you these stairs over here. He goes up these stairs.
Alright guys, when you come in, the stairs to the right, that's the ones we're going up right now.
Alright. Takes you all the way up and that takes you to there. Okay. Alright. You go up these spiral stairs, up one of the 4 towers that make up this mansion, this manor, this huge fucking noble structure. This foyer, you as you reach the top, you find yourself inside of a foyer that's thickly carpeted and furnished with a wooden table and 2 chairs. Um,
Welcome to the foyer.
is that where the stairs lead? Yeah. Okay. They go up. And they end. Okay. Right there in the foyer, and let me go up here and reveal the next area.
Remember that you're like a double agent.
Remember, you're a double agent.
You're playing like you're not a vindicator. You're in the vindicators, but you're basically like there are some mold.
I know, like he was a mold on us. I get it.
Yeah, okay, good. They'll try to act like you're a good guy. Be like, you want to come.
All right. Well, then you open. There's. Well, you guys see. You got your characters.
I think he was a mold, though.
Here you go. Here, your characters are now on the second. Your characters are over there on the second floor. You see your characters now.
Yeah.
All right. You see this. You see 2 doorways to your left and right. There's a double set of doorways. You know,
I see a Jackson vault. What the hell's a Jackson vault?
Oh,
Jackson
don't worry about
what?
that. Don't worry about that. So
That's a vault.
he goes to open this door,
You got good perception. I ain't see that shit.
and before he opens the door, you can hear a lot of chattering inside on the other side of the door. But he opens it.
Master, it's time to party. All right.
Hold up.
The door to the south.
No. The door. The door to the north.
Which door? All right. So he's opening it. The warrior or no?
Oh yeah, he's opening it.
The midnight syndicate over here, son. Yo, is this the Temple of Doom, bro?
This nigga, why say looking, son? This nigga, this is here too. Mad Hat, look at this.
Yo, the Temple of Doom was in here, son. Arch nemesis to the Justice League.
Tripping, son.
What the fuck? Our Shield Guardian?
Y'all niggas got the
belt like over there.
y'all niggas got the whole fucking Brotherhood of Evil Mutants in this motherfucker.
Yo, I think this is, we found the entire underground organization of culture right here in one place.
They all just having a party, fucking drinking wine and shit, talking about their fucking evil plans. Just chilling.
Yeah, the Temple of
In masquerade masks and shit. Thinking about purging niggas. Like, we'll start the purge next
First thing I
Thursday.
did in Claudius that says, good thing I'm immune to fear because I'm panicking.
Claudia goes like, you brought an important point. No wonder I'm not peeing on my pants right now. It's because of that immunity to fear spell effect. Claudius goes in there like a G. Claudius goes in there like a G. He ain't afraid. Like, he's like, thanks. Claudia want to see this shit like, oh shit, fuck this shit.
Claudius like teleportation. Go on, come out of here. So as he brings you into that room, you see the floor of this grand ballroom has black lavender and ivory tiles that spiral in toward the center of the room. Directly above the spiral's core hangs a dazzling crystal chandelier lit by magic flames. A tapestry hanging on the north wall has a dark symbol stitched into it. The symbol resembles an eye impaled on an upward pointing arrow. Beneath the tapestry stands a narrow table covered with a magnificent arrangement of crystal wine goblets, each one filled with some sweet vintage. A semicircle of 7 black chairs faces the tapestry and the table of goblets. However, apparently they must have already had their the guests must have already had their drink and whatnot. It is late into the night, and no one's sitting in these chairs. They're now milling about in the room, discussing discussing matters concerning the future of Cauldron and their place in it. And you see, uh, shit. Well, let's go down the list, shall we? You see
The Legion of Doom.
You see Lady Fiferain Rhiavadi over here by the fireplace, next to this
She's an
towering,
evil bitch.
not towering, next to this ogre-sized construct, standing by her, guarding like a knight, with magic runes covering its body and form, and it stands in a manner of like just pure protection for her, as if it's ready to intercept, as if it's ready to intercept anything that might come at her. Rhiavadi herself, as you can see, she's of Tashalan descent, human, except for the fact that there seems to be this massive eyeball in the middle of her fucking forehead, which, to Kai's knowledge, she's never had before.
That graft, son. That graft.
And she, from what Kai remembers, she hasn't been seen for a while.
She has a big ass eye. I remember.
She got that beholder graft, son. She was like, beholder graft. Beholder graft.
He said
Hey,
beholder
oh.
What about the tyrant eye?
You know the one she got is the one that fucking.
She
What is she dressed as? Is she a warrior? What is she?
She's dressed in like an elegant gown, but of course, covering her body is she's got this bright amulet around her neck. She's wearing this crown on her head. Speaking of beholders, the crown looks like it has 10 eye stalks on it, and at the end of each eye stalk is like a gem instead of like an actual eye. Man, Matt knows that shit. You seen that shit?
I see that
You
shit.
see the crown of the beholder crown.
Which makes me wonder if she has that prestige class.
She's wearing these elegant robes.
There's a prestige class where you like worship the fucking.
Oh, I know.
The mother
I know what
beholder.
prestige class you're talking about.
Yeah,
They're called
it,
like the
like, gives you, like-
ocular adepts.
Yeah.
That's what they're called.
That one.
They worship like beholders, and they get like special abilities relating to the beholder.
She must be an ally. She must be an ally or an underling of Orc.
She has a jeweled belt.
Probably.
She's wearing rings and jewelry, some of which obviously would probably be. You don't have arcane sight on, do you? You probably wish you did.
No, I wish I did. Yeah.
Of course, the entire room would probably be blinding you with auras right now. You probably wouldn't be able to tell
Pretty
the fucking.
much.
What
Pretty
the
much.
fuck? There's like fucking 50 auras in here.
Well, I know, like high, level, high.
Right,
auras.
something like that would just
Very powerful.
it would take a long. He wouldn't be able to. He would have to be there for a while, like differentiate. Like it wouldn't be instantaneous. Like, oh, one person, let me do detect magic, and there's a couple of auras on them, and you can, that's pretty quick. But yeah, he would have to sift through all those auras and make sure like he's pinpointing the one that he wants to learn about, and then study it. And oh yeah,
No, they'll freaking dangerous.
That was she has a vibrant purple prism Ioun stone floating around her head. She's got several wands and a couple of and some rods and scrolls attached to her belt around her. And she's actually holding a rod in hand.
You see that nigga in the corner though? My nigga fearful ash.
Verbal Ashman.
Verbal ash mantle. Then you see
over there on the right with the iron hands. I see you.
You see nearby, I'm going to go from top to bottom pretty much. You see nearby an intimidating, imposing, and commanding figure. Someone with the commanding presence of a true drill sergeant.
The commander.
Zarn Kias, aka the Blue Duke. The guy who's been supplying the mercenaries for Cauldron. Being paid for by originally the mayor, but Lord Vilantru has actually been putting up most of the money for the mercenaries to keep the city somewhat safe.
I wish Lewis would use Fazal. I wish he was up in there. Like, oh shit.
He stands pretty tall at 6'8". 6'8", and he's got like this stark, like wild, not like wild as in like it's all over the place, but like this high, like, well, as you can see in the picture, like this blue hair, it just like comes out like a wave. He has whatchamacallit?
I don't know. I've seen 6'8". It's not that tall. There's a guy named
Yeah, I know.
There's a guy named Elmir who I sparred with today in Muay Thai. He's 6'8".
He's wearing an adamantine heavy plate now.
I'm taking
And
taking that shit.
and the plate,
beat that ass. Give me that.
the plates, they look the plates themselves look like miniaturized like shields, and they look clasped together with like metal bands as if like anchoring him to the ground. Yet he seems to be moving. He's moving just fine, but like it appears as if the armor would keep him as like a solid block standing on the ground if he chose to. And there's a glowing crystal like in the center of the breastplate.
Damn.
He's wearing a whatchamacallit, a thick metallic belt around his waist. His boots. And his pauldrons. His pauldrons. They're for some reason they're like massively thick on his shoulders, with his cloak, out behind them on attached to the pauldrons. And the pauldrons themselves on each of the shoulders are shaped like two gigantic golden fists. So it's like that, just made big on his fucking shoulder and the cloak behind him.
Let's get over to that.
Well, you move over to right. You got your characters recognize those kinds of demons, the Babao demons. Except this Babao demon is wearing all chainmail, most likely enchanted, but it's chainmail.
So 80 niggas up there.
Chainmail, and it's flexing its claws and looking around, as if wanting to tear into something, but it's standing next to. Standing what looks to be some sort of fiend-touched humanoid being, a tiefling. From Claudius can easily tell it is a tiefling. This must be the Verval Ashmantle that Faria was talking about. A demon-spawned tiefling sorcerer with abyssal magic that comes from the demon scar, and. He's obviously here with his own personal guard. He's wearing. He's decked out. The way he looks. He's wearing a cloak and a shirt, gloves. He's got some rod. He's got a few rods hooked to his belt, some oils and potions, arcane scroll. Or at least they're scrolls. You don't really see a lot of spell components on him. Some foci, but not almost no spell components on him. It's been said that he's a like I said, yeah, it's already been said that he's a sorcerer.
Oh shit.
Well, who else? Des Velior. Velior looks more demonic than Verval, if that could even be possible. But he has like this presence about him, and his features. They look more than inhuman. They look almost as if the abyss itself had spawned a member of some sort of no, some sort of member of nobility amongst the demons. This one of the now the only guild master of the Laughing Masks, as the other four, one's been executed and the other three went missing, is standing in this room now before everyone, as he sees Riven.
What was Riven's rank within the Laughing Mask at the present?
He was Harlequin. He was an apprentice to Keisha.
Is that like a high
Her rank was guild. She was one of the guild masters, and if you're an apprentice to one of the guild masters, nobody's allowed to fucking touch you. Pretty much, like not.
So
you're like an extension of the guild master. So
now you're my apprentice. So now you gotta let me rock.
So yeah, no, Riven was up there, and he's never personally met Velior, but
What are the rules? I would know this. If your master is missing that you're an apprentice to, do you subsume that position or no?
Riven, if he was
like
Riven, if he was still loyal to the Laughing Mask, he would defer to Velior. But Velior has never came to him personally, nor has he ever, nor has he ever sent for him or wanted to meet him.
As far as
Kai,
I'm concerned,
I think Kai suspects that Velior knows his. Kai suspects that Velior knows more than he's truly letting on. So I think Kai's been under the assumption that Velior knows who he is, or knows that he's not exactly loyal to the Laughing Mask.
Who's Velior apprentice right now?
He has none.
Essentially.
He has none personally.
Who? Oh, okay, good. So, like, Claudius goes to Kai. If anything, there's a perfect opportunity for you to try and become, if he asks you, if he grills you, that you want to become his apprentice and prove your worth. At least until we find out more about these people. Because obviously, he definitely did not invite us here, so we have to come up with a alibi on the spot. Or you keep explaining the other mayor players if you want to.
Oh man, you can't.
There's like arc between me and Kai.
As for this guy here, Chiron Bonesworn.
What?
You see a Tetherian. He's a Tetherian human. A Tetherian human, proud cleric and undead lord of the fallen Merkel, former deity of death. However, he's one of Merkel. Yeah, it's Killenborn now. However, he's one of the he's one of those loyal, faithful followers of Merkel that wishes to see his patron back in his rightful place, and so, as Fario had mentioned before, Chiron is extremely interested in retaking the Cathedral of Souls Passing from the Jurgolites, and to make it a place for to make it a place central for Merkelites to establish their religion, and to maybe one day somehow find a way to bring back Merkel. Anyway, he wants the temple for himself, and obviously he's probably here with Lady Thiferain, who probably promised it to him, or promised to help him get it back. He is here with, from what you see, two undead creatures with intestines rolling through it out their entire skeletal form, and then it ends as a tongue out their mouth. And then beside those two undead creatures, well, actually over here, Claudius spotted somebody standing on the ceiling over here. So looking up.
That dude right there?
No, down here, right behind you, but up on the ceiling.
Ooh, the gunslinger looking dude?
Yes. You see him. Looking.
I sense him.
You sense him. I say, yeah, you sense him, and you look up, and you sense him, and he's standing up there, but he's standing upside down from the ceiling. And then that's another thing you notice is that along the ceiling you see like these pockets of gas, like not like poisonous gas, just like this. It's like kind of like this misty gaseous forms that are along the ceiling, that kind of just like drifting along the ceiling for some reason. But you see him standing there, and you see as if the shadows of the room were like clinging to him at the same time roiling off of him.
So there's a
And
shade
he's like
section.
he's sitting there, and he's like cleaning out
I've seen a lot of guns.
he's cleaning out his double-barreled musket.
Yeah, niggas about to take that new hotness, that fucking Zeno guy. Like, this nigga got that gun? Give me that shit.
Yeah, all these ancient gun people will, they want that Scarlet.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be equipped with much of anything other than he's holding the musket, and he's got an extremely he's wearing this mithril chain shirt that you can see underneath his clothing, and his gloves make his hands look almost spidery.
Okay.
Um, behind, no, over here, back here, this green. Maybe I should put him in the front. Put him in front of. There he is. Melagorn Thurek.
The fuck is
Now
that?
Melagorn, you see him. You see him standing. You see him standing by Chiron Bone, like behind Chiron Bone Sworn, and Fario mentions that's the half elf that's known to. He's a dread necromancer, and he's known for having extremely powerful zombies and undead under his command.
Okay.
And you
Is that
can,
what that big thing is in the back?
and he's in fact in one hand is a rod, and the rod is pure black obsidian with a skull on top of it, and
Staff of power.
and like bat-like skeletal bat wings attached to the skull.
Staff of bat power.
He's got potions on him. He's got a ring. The ring looks like whatchamacallit, looks like a bone knuckles. They look like bone. It's like a bone ring, but they look like tiny little bones like hooked together. He's wearing a headband that looks familiar to Claudius's headband. It's similar to a headband of conscious effort. And
What about perfect body?
perfect what? Headband of
What about
perfect
perfect
body.
self?
Oh, perfect. Sitting on his sitting on top of his head actually is this disgusting fiendish creature. It's just a head with some of its organs from inside the head like hanging out just a little bit, and it's got these tentacles around on his head for hair, and it's got these demonic eyes, and this slobbering jaw filled with this strange viscous substance that like slowly oozes out, and it's just like sitting on top of his head, like looking around the room. And Claudius, with your planes of knowledge, you recognize it as a Varguil. Clearly, Melagorn probably has it as a familiar, and now on top of being a familiar, you wouldn't want to be you remember Varguils having the most fearsome of abilities, which is they will come and they will kiss you, and but when they kiss you, if your body fails to resist the demonic transformation that they implant in you as they do so, in time your head will rip off and become one of them.
Seriously?
What a fate.
Wait, and Tommy head would just come off his body and then get rid of it.
It'll look like one of these. It'll look at what you see in the picture. Let me grab it. Now
What kind of attack is that? Is that like a CMD grapple check?
See
Well,
what
this is like that creature from Final Fantasy 11. I mean, Final Fantasy 14.
there it is. You see it?
Well, how long ago your hair ripped though?
That's what it looks like.
Damn. Nasty little critter.
They got fought those
That's
people.
nasty.
Ah, yeah, yeah, you fought those before. I think it was Mutsugi. Mutsugi and Logo. Yeah, that's right. It was Mutsugi and Logos, and they all fought one. You guys fought like I think like 8 of these or some shit. They were flying around the room, and you guys were like fighting them off and shit, making sure they don't kiss them. I don't think they kissed anybody, but I think they did, but you got a save and throw, but don't want to roll that one. They just kiss you.
Like anywhere, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter as long as they touch you. Kiss your nutsack.
Sounds like punch it.
Oh, you're fine if you touch it. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. It has to kiss a paralyzed target. But they have an ability that where they can shriek. They can open their mouth and let out a terrible shriek. And you got to make a fortitude save. Will be paralyzed for 2d4 rounds with fear. So your characters are immune to fear, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yes.
Oh, so you have to be practically. You have to be paralyzed in order for that.
You have
kiss
to be
work?
paralyzed, yeah, in order for the kiss. A Vargriel can kiss a paralyzed target with a successful touch attack. And then you make a fortitude save, or you begin a terrible transformation that turns you into a Vargriel within 24 hours. Or sooner than that. I think you roll 1d6. So for the first 1d6 hours, your hair will fall out. Next 1d6 hours, your ears grow into leathery wings. And then tentacles sprout on your chin and scalp. And then your teeth become long and you get pointed fangs. And then during the next 1d6 hours, your intelligence and charisma drain by 1 point per hour. And then another 1d6 hours later, your head breaks free, of which you die and become a Vorgriel.
Yeah, that's a cool fake where your head just comes on.
The transformation is interrupted by sunlight, and even a daylight spell can delay death. But to reverse it requires remove disease. So you got him and his familiar, and then you see a group of 4 dwarves over here in this corner. And Kai and your characters have seen Audric Gotham at the cusp of sunrise, and you see him there with what appears to be a cleric of the dwarven god Abathor, the god of greed, the dwarven god of greed. His name is Enron Coinlove.
Enron. This nigga's name is Enron.
His name is Enron.
This nigga sound like a fucking company that went bankrupt after stealing
His name is Enron. After stealing money because he's the god of
his last name is Coin what?
Coinlove.
No way they gave this nigga that name, bro.
Enron.
Let me guess. It sounds like the last name from one of Watson's characters. Joy Love, was it?
Well, aside from that, his first name, Enron, is the name of a failed company.
Yeah, Petrarca.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
A company that was stealing. And he worships a dwarven god of greed and rogues and thieves.
It's like they're not even trying.
No, I picked that name.
Oh, you picked it. Oh, okay.
No, I made him up. He's not even in Shackled. He's not legitly in Shackled City. I made him up as a cleric companion for Audric. So yeah, to supplement Audric and his illicit activities, makes sense that he would have a cleric of Abathor. Everybody got a fucking cleric. Should have a cleric.
Everybody got a cleric. That's true, man.
You better have a god on your side. You're trying to get shit done, right?
I'm gonna get me a cleric of Mistra.
There you go. As for the two, there's 2 dwarven defenders as their bodyguards, Doxavolt and Kurg. They're twins, one sister and a brother. And yeah, they're decked out. They're decked out in tower shields, and full plate, dwarven full plate. That shit was in fucking dwarven war axes, and they're standing in front of Audric and Enron, and like guarding them, looking around the room. Actually, they're standing there almost as if for a second you thought they were fucking just whatchamacallit, maybe part of the ballroom as ornamental figures, but then you're like, oh shit, they're dwarves, dwarven fighters, dwarven defenders. Yeah, that's the entire room. That's just this room. You see multiple doors all around the room.
Dwarven fighters.
And as you enter, the man on the ceiling with the musket, he's just like he glances, he looks down and glances, and then he smirks, and then he just goes back to cleaning his firearm. Velior, his expression.
Man, Kai went all the way up in there.
Yeah.
Velior, his expression was one of amusement, and he looks at. Well, I guess he sees Riven walking. He's like, Riven.
There they go.
And then he looks over to quote unquote Riven's apprentice, which is Claudius in disguise. And he looks over at Claudius, quote unquote, like he doesn't know you Claudius, but
Claudius has his hands folded, like with a smug look.
and then Velior he just folds his arms and looks. He looks at you. Then he looks back over at Riven, and folds his arms very dramatically.
I walk up to him. Long time no see.
Hey, interesting choice of words for a man I've never personally met.
Yeah. You just told that nigga you was scoping him out. He didn't even know it.
I would have thought your eyes would have been a little bit more keen. We've actually met before. You just don't remember. Kind of I saw you, but you didn't see me.
I'm more amazed at the boldness you and your companions have gathered.
Companions?
Oh, Riven. And then he looks over at Lady Thifrain, who looks confused, and she starts to seem guarded. Like, and then the rest of the room is like, the rest of the room notices the newcomers as well, and they're all like they're curious at first, but as they see like and they watch, you could tell that they're watching Velior's movements, and like everybody in this room's got fucking using sense motive and bluff and all sorts of shit on each other right now. So
Claudius, Claudius, like he was like grinning with his hand folded, but then he unfolds his arms and he takes away his grin, and then he vows, "It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Guild Master. My master, Riven. He has a proposition for you, if you will hear him out." And then he goes back into leans in the wall again, put his foot leaning towards the wall.
Velior nods. He goes, "Thank you. You're new here."
That is right. I am Master Riven's apprentice.
Yeah, he's a puppy. I'm showing him the ropes.
I see. Where are you from originally?
That's too much information to ask.
Oh,
Don't
you
worry
speak
about
for
that.
him now. I see. Okay.
I am his master, Aaron.
Claudius is talking to Kai. Claudius is talking to Kai in his mind, like, "Yo, keep it together. You're talking too much. Remember, keep to the plan. Your plan is to make a proposition to him.
Fair enough.
Remember,
Lady-
the Vindicators are under your control.
Lady,
You want in under plan on domination of culture. Keep it in play. Do not get distracted and focus."
Lady Thifrain looks like as she looks over as if because she's two new people in there now, and Velior like he glances over at her and he raises a hand like as if to indicate it's okay, and he's like, well, I'm interested in this proposition. However, I do believe we should be polite and not interrupt Lady Rhiavadi in the speech that she is about to give, I believe. And then you hear her call out.
Agreed.
You hear her call out, and she's like, she nods, and she calls out to the rest of the room. She makes motion. She makes a motion as if she's about to speak, and then the room goes. Everything goes silent.
Claudius was about to reply, like where he's from, but to be polite, as soon as he was about to talk, says Lady, what's her name?
Rhiavadi.
Rhiavadi.
As soon as she started to speak, then that's when he silenced. So Veldir could see that he was about to, reply to him. I don't know if he's going to pursue that line of questioning again.
Lady Rhiavadi lets the wine goblet that she is holding drift from her hand. It floats. It floats next to her, suspended in the air, as if held by some unseen servant. A golden, not golden. You notice flying in from the fireplace behind her. A very tiny little diminutive orb-like creature with an eye in the center and 4 little tiny eye stalks.
It's like telepathically told to Claudius, is that the thing you seen earlier?
Yes.
All right.
And it rests on her shoulders, and she strokes it. She nods. She smirks, and she continues. Her voice fills the hall as she welcomes her honored guests and shares her chilling vision of the future. More than 3 centuries ago, the Demodons sent a few of their kind to our reality, she says. Disguised as humans, they mated with humans and other denizens of this plane. Most of their spawn were stillborn, but a few survived. They in turn mated and produced the next generation with Demodon blood. As the generations passed, all obvious traces of their Demodon ancestry faded away. Today we recognize this sacred lineage by an invisible birthmark, the sign of Carceri. At this, Lady Rhiavadi gestures to the symbol on the tapestry behind her, which begins to writhe. We call these honored descendants the Shackled born, and their sacrifice is the key to unlocking a portal to Orthrus, the first realm of Carceri. Here, Demodons and countless other fiends have languished for near eternity. In Cauldron, we have found more Shackleborn than anywhere else in the realms. And in Cauldron, we have the perfect conditions for the ritual of planar junction. Tapestries.
Although Claudius is
Oh, go ahead.
Although Claudius is temporarily immune to fear, somehow he couldn't resist his heartbeat stopping for what it seemed like for an hour, but in reality it was just a second. Out of after he heard these words from the lady.
What about the rest of the party? Does anyone else hear this?
You guys, either you or Claudius could just relay what she's saying telepathically.
So Claudius goes telepathically, So this is the true purpose of the shackles.
The tapestry's writhing room suddenly grows, becoming a twisted black tree with metal cages dangling from its iron branches. For the past several years, the Cadrites have labored in secret to build 13 soul cages to drain the life energy from the Shackleborn. These soul cages hang from an artifact called the Tree of Shackled Souls, the device that gathers the life energy needed to unlock the prison doors of Carceri. All of the preparations are now complete. The Shackleborn are safely in our hands and ready to give their lives to change the world forever. All that remains is the ritual itself, and it is already underway. The black tree bursts into flames and melts into nothingness. Once the ritual is complete, Cauldron won't be the same quiet little burg it is today. It will be the font from which the darkness gushes forth, a roiling pit filled with doom and despair for our enemies. Almost immediately, fiendish armies will sweep across the land and lay waste to surrounding territories, enslaving the weak and carving out new dominions. Naturally, we expect resistance on all sides, and that's where you come in. As Lady Rhiavadi's revels draw to an end,
Kai claps. Yeah.
one of the oh wow.
Ty, keep it together. She's putting out all her plans. We're supposed to keep a low key this opportunity.
Chiron Bonesworn speaks up, all eyes will be on Cauldron. And will have their worst fears to toy with. Precisely, replies Thithverine. As kings raise armies to confront the legions of Carceria, your slavers, merchants, mercenary spies, and assassins, and other followers will methodically search for weaknesses from within, soften their resolve, and convince them that their only true choices are to yield or die. And there is one group in particular that has been nipping at my master's heels for far too long. Your organizations have tangled with them before. You know whom I speak of. And she glances over to Riven. And then she goes, I trust that as your first services to the cage rights, you can see to these meddling gnats with all possible haste.
Claudius tells Kai his mind and tell her and what is in it for me if I keep us out of your plan. Tell him, Kai, relay what I said to you.
I'm doing it.
I forgot to mention as she was speaking and the tapestry was writhed and it showed the tree, like as the tree was being shown.
Would I be a member of the New World Order
your character saw like illusory images of the face of each of the Shackleborn, and you saw the face.
God doesn't give a fuck, but Claudius does.
You saw the face of somebody that appears. You saw some faces that you didn't recognize, but one of them.
His son. Son.
One of them was Metzo was not there, but one of them was Metzo's father. Your characters recognize. You see Taram's face, the young Chultan boy that became Valenum's adopted son. You see him. You see his facial features. You see, whatchamacallit? You see. Oh, and one of the last. You see Zionel's mentor. Well, nobody knows what she looks like, but one of them, Zionel had mentioned that that his mentor was. You see Zalarian's father, practically his father figure, Ahimir, and mentor. You see his face amongst them, and of course, one of the very last faces is Surya, Claudius's wife. And then that's when the image of the black tree explodes after that.
Keep it together, Claudius. Keep it together. So after we get rid of these fools, what's in it for me?
That's a real guy right there, son. There you go.
Yo, are they relating all this information to us?
I want to be part of it.
Oh, we relayed everything, like, who are the main players here, and, like, all the layouts, we did. But the communication that we're having, no. Because Claudius and Kai, they're doing questionable things that I'm sure other people in the party will have, like, problems with.
So,
we keep it on the download, the roguish shit.
Damn.
So tell me.
She looks over to Riven.
I'm a self-made man.
And she goes, and you might be a name, a profession, your place here in Cauldron. Who are you? I see that you're an acquaintance of Velior.
Indeed. We're familiar.
Just tell him
Velior,
straight up, Kai.
Velior,
Tell him that you're a member of the group that's been tormenting you all this time.
Velior
The
shakes his.
Vindicators.
Velior,
But you're a double agent. You're not loyal.
Do you really want to know?
Velior shakes his head and he's like, "Oh, he is no acquaintance of mine. He has become.
Do it now, Kai.
He is an
I am
amusing.
a vindicator.
He is a centerpiece of amusement for me right now.
I am a vindicator. A double agent, if you will. I am here expecting to betray them. I want power. It's all I've ever craved. It's all I've ever needed.
So Velior walks over and he leans in.
Oh, you convinced me.
I'm like, yo, he's straight.
He said you convinced me. Holy shit.
Oh shit! I'm like, Claudia told you to do that, but damn.
Talk about heartbreaker
I feel
internet
like
Samuels right there.
you connected with Samuel somehow. So I'm here to betray them. I want power. I'll keep them out of your.
You convinced me.
Damn, I felt my son's motor shot. I'm like, yo, hold on.
Yo, is he serious right now?
He's a triple agent. He fooled me. Got the last lap, Claudius.
Oh shit. Damn.
Hey, now it's some shit that he really does betray us. You are Samuels now. That's I mean,
Sam's couldn't even roleplay that right. He would be like,
now we are twins. This is gonna be like to show you that I'm serious.
he's a vindicator.
That show thing over there. That's the beige Claudius. Get him. Your clothes be like, what the fuck?
He'd be like, and to prove to you my loyalty, I have one of them right here.
Games.
That's Claudius right there.
Oh shit.
They're
Claudius,
beige.
Claudius start casting. Like, oh no! Like, get shot in the back by a fucking.
Teleport. Somebody cast a dimensional anchor on him now.
Right. Or somebody grapple him. You have a problem. I'm trying to fucking concentrate on that shit. You're gonna have a hard concentration.
Yeah, that shit is hard.
Shit. So Velior, he actually, Claudius, give me a planes check.
Yes, sir. Let me see. Okay.
Get the
34?
Ooh, 34. All right. Velior is as with with more time looking over his features and whatnot, you recognize him as clearly he's an extraplanar being, an outsider of demonic descent. He is known as his form and presence, they seem rather overpowering, and that's because you finally recognize, as you compare, and then you compare him to Verval. Verval's a plane touched, but Velior seems to be much more.
He's a true demon, huh?
You recognize him as a Cambion demon.
Oh shit.
The hell is that?
What? You remember the Cambians?
Cambions spring from a union between a powerful Tenari father and a plain-touched mother, usually a Tiefling.
Mm.
Spurned even by their demon followers, Cambions use their alternate form ability to hide among humanoids and gather info
Then there's the
that they can
Marquis
exchange for
Cambians.
power.
or
Yeah, the
fuck.
Marquis Cambions. Now, usually Cambion. Now, usually the Cambions, commonly the Cambions they're hard-looking humanoids with pitch black pockmarked skin, tiny scales, and boils on them. They don't. But this one is a much more powerful form, a higher ranking form known as Marquis Cambions, and they are the result from. They are actually the result from the unions of demon lords or princes with female humanoid half fiends.
Holy shit. So you mean like
So a woman half fiend, a half fiend female, and a demon lord. So like a super powerful Baylor and a half succubus, half human.
Whoa. This dude is power level of a Baylor?
No, he's the son of one.
he's the son of
He says he's the son
Oh,
of
Baylor.
demon. That is that.
Baylors and pig fiends, they're no joke, man.
He's the son of one. He doesn't have full demon blood. Like I said, it would be his father's full demon, extremely powerful demon, and a half fiend mother. So this is barely any. There's human in him, but not enough to matter.
What about the son of a demon? The son of Demogorgon and a Baylor? What kind of son would that be?
This guy. A Cambion is a hideous demon created by the union of a plain touch woman and Tenari. Demon Lord or Prince can sire a more powerful Cambion by mating with a female humanoid half fiend. The mothers of Cambions die during childbirth, leaving their vile offspring either orphaned on the material plane or abused in the abyss. Cambions are known to be immune to electricity and poison, resistant to acid and cold and fire. In addition, they can see in darkness, even magical darkness, and can communicate telepathically. They make excellent assassins because of their ability to move silently in heavy armor and assume more pleasing shapes. Any armor that they wear, they it seems quasi-natural, magical. They can move perfectly silent, as if the armor wasn't making any noise at all. Cambions are also known to charm their victims or instill fear with but a single touch. They are excellent guides to the planes and know much about demon summoning, but their loyalty is almost always to the Tenari who fathered them. Almost always. They typically carry magic weapons, wear magic armor, and they're used to being snubbed by both Tenari and humanoids from the material plane, but many manage to ingratiate themselves with powerful Tenari by serving as extraplanar agents of the abyss. Claiming extensive knowledge of the planes, these humanoid-touched demons pose as guides, scholars, or sages, or in this guy's case, he's a guild master of a thieves' guild in Cauldron. Mortals who approach them for advice are directed to the abyss on one pretext or another, and the demons native to the layer in question are warned of their approach so that they can slay the intruders and turn them into lava and manes. Most Cambions excel at this form of deception, and in fact, only succubi are better at luring mortals to the abyss. They are loners by nature. They keep to themselves, surviving on their wits and their alternate form ability. They prefer to dwell in planar crossroads such as Sigil, or in the larger cities of the material plane, where they can lose themselves easily in the crowds and the natives ask few questions. They tend to be more ambitious than most demon kind, as if they have something to prove, either to their demonic parent or to themselves. They strive to excel in some fashion, perhaps accumulating wealth, acquiring information, or gathering followers. They act as catalysts for events and major happenings. That was his motivation for all this. In Faerun, most Cambions are... In Faerun, most Cambions serve as ambassadors of an abyssal lord, most often Gratz, Orcus, Lolth, or Demogorgon, to demonic cultists on the material plane. Some, however, simply take up residence on the material plane and never return to their abyssal homes. So there you go, Darren. He might be a vassal to Demogorgon. or he's just in it for his fucking self. So it's like,
Oh, is that what?
which is most likely the case. No, I said, or he's in it for himself, which is most likely the case.
Yeah.
Darren wants him to be connected to Demo Gorgon so bad. That's why he's like, oh, he's Demo Gorgon. So he leans in towards Kai as he seductively whispers,
Murky cat.
"Oh, Kai, we all know you're not telling the truth."
Oh shit. Yo.
Who said that?
Velio, I said he leaned in and he whispered to you, and he was like, and that's what he said. And he's like, after all, Rayquaza is the one who told me.
Only Kai would know the meaning of all these people that he likes.
Now,
What is he talking about, Kai? Hold on, Claudius has to talk to Kai.
but
What is he
telepathically.
talking about, Kai? Who's Rayquaza? Because he has never talked Claudius.
Oh no, Darren doesn't know. Kai Rayquaza is Kai's mentor and the guy that raised him through half of his life when his mother had abandoned him in Samurai. Rayquaza is full-blooded doppelganger, and he taught Kai practically half of everything that he knows. His mother taught him the other half.
Oh damn.
Rayquaza has always been setting up Kai as, at least the way he's been spinning it to Kai, setting him up, as his right hand man, as his confidant, as basically, and he told Kai his plan to set up a doppelganger kingdom right underneath the noses of everyone in Thindle.
Cold.
And Thindle, all of Thindle, because he has other agents. He has other agents in the other cities, but he particularly had placed Kai in Cauldron, and he's like, he sent him there. Prepare, prove yourself, get in with a group of adventurers so that you have an easier time mingling in. Hence, he joined you guys, etc., etc. He wanted Kai basically to get in as deep as he could in the politics and the underground politics and the adventurers of Cauldron, and set himself up in a position of power. But he will from there defer to Rayquaza. Rayquaza is basically setting himself up as like a doppelganger emperor, in a sense. And Kai being a changeling, he was easily swayed because he's not full-blooded doppelganger. He's not full human. He's a mix, and he felt accepted. He felt needed, and he felt. Well, with his time.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was his original goal from like level 1, and when he started out, and the more he hung around the party, the further away from that he became. He started to realize that what Rayquaza wanted for him really wasn't what he wanted. It was really what Rayquaza wanted, or what Rayquaza believed Kai should have. And even Kai always had a sense of like not fully trusting Rayquaza, and so I guess he used the party as more of like a soul searching, and he started to distance himself further and further from Rayquaza until recently, when Rayquaza made contact with him, and well, the rest of the party doesn't know this, but Kai had confronted Philadelum and told him the truth, and said that he'll go and handle the situation with Rayquaza and come back to the party. And that's why he was gone for a while and then came back and said it was handled. Thing is that Kai is now starting to realize that Rayquaza was actually setting him up this entire time, and never fully intended to fall on any of the promises he made with Kai.
Mm-hmm.
And
The backstab's real.
and he recently found out why. He found out because he found out that he's related to Rayquaza. He found out that Rayquaza is his grandfather.
Damn.
And that his mother is only half doppelganger. And he also found out that Rayquaza tried. And that's why Kai's like got more. That's why Kai like he seems to have more abilities of a changeling than other average changelings. Like he was able to harness more power from his doppelganger bloodline, and Rayquaza had taught him that. So he was at a point feeling like more and more. Even though he was a changeling, he was starting to feel more whole, knowing that he could tap into something that he was able to tap into something that was only a piece of him. Now it became something bigger. But now he's realized that he was just being used as a tool the entire time. And obviously the only people that haven't treated him as a tool were the Vindicators. And
what did he do to Rayquaza last meeting he had? Did he kill him or something?
He confronted him and made it clear that he no longer wants to have anything to do with him, and that he if Rayquaza has intentions on Cauldron, that he'll stop him. But then that's when Kai was like, good luck with that anyway, because with the people that we're dealing with, you'll never get your hands on the Cauldron anyway. Because he knew Rayquaza didn't have any power whatsoever against the cage rights. What he didn't realize was that Rayquaza has something to do with the cage rights. In fact, Rayquaza is the one that whatchamacallit, was the one that got fucking was the one that got Saria kidnapped taken away to begin with.
Damn.
Who? Sarlin?
Yeah.
Wait, so Rayquaza is a cage right?
No. He was trying to he wanted to use Kai to give him a foothold and take it over the city. But he can't because the cage rights got more power than him.
That's right, Claudius. Remember somebody confronting you, Claudius, and was like, I've got somebody to that can help you out. Go find her.
Alright, look, so wait, let me answer this nigga real quick.
That was Rayquaza who sent you to meet with Kai. And
Rayquaza is basically playing the long game. What Rayquaza is doing is basically going, okay, since I can't take over Cauldron because of the cage rights, I'm gonna send my grandson in there. He's gonna hook up with some other adventurers, develop a relationship with them, and I'm gonna use my grandson as a proxy to control the adventurers, have them take out the cage rights, and then have my grandson betray that group, body them, and then I come in and take over Cauldron with no one left to defend it. And obviously my grandson ain't gonna turn against me, and if he does, well, I'll body him. He was basically playing a long game, he was basically playing like he was Darth Sidious. He was like the long game kind of dude.
I got you.
Yeah.
A mastermind.
So I look at him, Lois, and I go and I say,
so Kai.
Whatever my grandfather told you, I don't care. I found the group that I was looking for here. the people who have the power, the people who are running it. If you're still loyal to my grandfather, what are you doing here? That's the interesting question. Perhaps we should step into the light together, find out who they believe, see who would lead us from.
Oh, alright. Cracks his neck. It's like,
Crack my hands.
it's been quite a while, but I do believe. He looks around the room. He's like, and he looks over to Lady Thifrain. He's like, so, in regards to this group that's been such a thorn in everybody's side, and particularly the Cagerites.
They're called the Vindicators.
I say we can handle them right now. And he goes to grab Kai.
Goddamn, Kai. You killed at your own game. The plan was that we wanted in. I'm about to reprimand you like I would have done this time.
No. Here's what happened. You missed what happened. He was never gonna get in because he knew Kai was playing a game because he got all his information from Rayquaza.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it already.
Yeah.
He said I smoked up Rayquaza. I was like, oh shit.
If him and Rayquaza weren't in cahoots, like he would have listened to Kai and probably would have taken his offer. But the fact that he learned from Rayquaza some important information, so when Kai shows up, he was like, all right, let me hear what this guy has to say, and then he's like, really?
That he did something that Kai would have never done.
What's
Make
that?
enemies of Rayquaza. Yola made enemy of Rayquaza with Kai during downtime. Kai would have not done that. Look at Louis laughing. That's what Darius like. You're not the true Kai.
No, let me look around the room and say it.
It is what it is, man.
I think we do have the problem here. We do have an enemy. But it ain't a Vindicator. It's the man right in front of me. He's in cahoots with my grandfather.
Wait, you're saying that as Velio is like taking his big demonic hand and reaching for you? Is that what you're
Oh, then I back up and say,
Oh, it's time.
he's the true enemy.
Well, it's time for initiative.
Come on.
Wait, how are you moving your guy over there? What the wait? Hold on, what's going on? Move his guy over there. The rest of the room is like you can see some of them like didn't quite catch on.
Things about to go down, everyone.
You see some of them didn't quite catch on, and then Lady Thifrain calls out. She's like, they're nothing but spies. Take care of both of them. Maybe the Vindicators will finally show up.
Get the fuck out of here right now. Damn.
Wait, who got the plus 12?
No, I don't know what shit is. That's true plus 12.
He just automatically gave him a fucking 12.
I know.
I think he's like plus 15 or something.
Is it really?
Isn't it?
No, it's 11. It's 15 if he had. If it's 15
Oh,
if he had
well, there you go. I was wondering
both his
26.
weapons out in a stance.
I want a little bit of so I say, oh wait, so Lady Frank said, is he talking about me and him or me and Claudius?
What happened? What? No, he said both of them.
No.
Yeah, both of you.
Is she talking about me and this other nigga or me and Claudius?
She said, "Get them," as in the only two that walked in there. You and Claudius.
What? Oh shit. I'm mentally Vindicators. Get in there. But then verbally I say, let me think. Let me see. Who could I?
Claudius goes to Kai. Well, good work, Kai. We got the information that we needed from them. We know what their next plan is. we learned about this so-called artifact, the tree of the what is the tree of the Shackled?
Tree to Shackled, yeah.
So we got good intel. Now we need to tactically retreat and regroup with the rest.
Well, I'll say I scream. I said, Lane Pfeffering, you're being deceived by him. At least hear us out for 1 second. I know I want initiative.
I'm not gonna have any of it. Just freaking sneak attack his ass and teleport out.
He says sneak attack his ass and teleport out. What did Claudius get? 30. Wait.
30.
30? Claudius is like, I'm going to fuck out of here.
I'm going to Jamal water in this motherfucker. I can't get out of here. Alright, fuck it, I guess we are then. What'd you get, bro? Oh, you Claudius? You got plus 13 in your initiative? Jesus.
Yeah, 30.
Alright, well, Claudius, you're first.
Yeah. So if I succeed at a concealed spell casting, could that potentially get me a surprise round?
What do you mean? Like, what are you casting?
I don't know. Freaking cast some shit like fog or some shit.
Oh well, nobody else. Everybody else is surprised. Nobody else is It's just you, Velior, and Kai right now.
Oh, it's just us three. Everyone else is surprised.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what's going on between us three.
Yeah.
He goes like, Kai.
Yes.
We spoke to the rest of the group. I guess nobody replied.
That's why it says he's coming. He's on his way now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do in the dark. Because I still haven't been doing
He said,
it. Let's all come to the door. Me versus Lizard folk sell sword. Let's go.
Damn, he's like, let me run in there real quick.
Where's my dad? For my father, for my father's father, for my father's 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 father.
Damn. The whole generation?
Niggas doing some Wolfgar shit right now. I'm ready to go.
Alright, well, Meswell is moving towards the. Yeah, so what's Claudius doing?
What?
What are you doing?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. My go first. Claudius goes
Firewall.
How the fuck
Goes
is
like, well,
Kai moving?
this party has been not good. He's gonna since he got the initiative, Claudius is gonna be like, everyone, the gig is up. There's the moment for us to take them all out in one swoop. But Claudius, he starts casting his spell, whatever, concealed spell casting. And he's gonna cast what's this shit called? Mudslide. There we go.
Guy's gonna run and take the jewel off her head, throw her eyeball and run.
Wait, mudslide where?
The entire fucking room.
You gonna bury yourself in Kai? This guy's like, alright.
We got the reflex. No, I'm just kidding. I thought I can from here and up. Get the whole area from there and
Since Mad Hat is on the
You
ceiling.
could. Well, it's a 40-foot radius.
So start in the corner.
So that you're saying that we'll get like the entire room?
That'll get the entire room and adjoining in any other rooms when the doors open. That shit'll fucking leak in there. I should have get under the doors and yeah, that's a big ass fucking ring.
Oh yeah, nah, never.
That shit funny. That nigga Sentry can't move. They're like, what the fuck? Stuff.
Louis doesn't want me to KO his encounter, won't spell. That's what it is.
You know, he's railroad, yeah? He's railroad.
Nah, I ain't worried about that.
Railroad.
Nah, they can get out of that. They got most of them. Half of them can teleport. They ain't, they ain't worried about that.
That is true. That is true. Claude, except the fighters over there. The fighter dwarves. I'm looking at them. It's like,
Oh, you look at them. You look at them. You look at them.
Like,
nah, I ain't worried about them either. Nah, they got Claudius, man, your knowledge arcana, you can tell what boots they got. They got them big stepping boots.
They all got boots of teleportation.
Like to mental one see them, he gonna talk door, but like, hey guys, how you doing?
He say over the door, man, roll his mud in his mouth. Why you keep moving Kai? He was standing here when Velio fucking... This guy tried to move him. He thinks I'm stupid, so I'm like, I know where he was at. I know, get out of there. He wasn't even there. This guy trying to cheat.
Don't remember Kai being there. I thought he was like right here, I think.
Nah, you actually had him up here, and then all of a sudden he's down here. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Gradually, you've been tiptoeing down there. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, man.
I like you talking. You're like, yeah. So I guess
this guy. Well, when Velio went up to you, like he moved over here, and then got yeah, like where you go?
I'm talking to it.
All right, what are you doing?
Alright, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's fireball, nigga. Fireball, blow this shit up. Man,
the only way half these motherfuckers are meet the fire, man.
The niggas that ain't gonna get burned up.
Is this door open over here?
Yeah,
yeah, that's the door you came through. That goes downstairs.
Claudius goes to Kai.
It's closed. It's not open.
You can get out of... Oh, it's closed?
Yeah.
Yeah, Claudius goes
not
to
locked
Kai.
in.
You could get yourself out of that situation, I'm assuming, correct? Because I'm out of here. Or do you need support?
I got it covered. Just make sure you hit a knock spell on the door just in case it's locked.
Remember, you got extra dimensional abilities?
No, if you got...
What?
Yeah, you forgot your flicker...
Look.
What's that shit?
That's why you...
It's fucking
yeah,
blue.
so Claudius goes... Yeah, so Claudius goes like, oh shucks, that didn't pan out as well.
Fading leap, that's what he does.
And then, he like waves at everyone, see you all in a few. And he vanishes. And, so he's like, oh shit, going down the stairs, son. Move action. And then he communicates to the rest of the party. Everyone, we need you all you guys in here pronto.
That's towards the other shit said popped up.
Now that y'all done with all the talking and the bullshit, let's get down to business.
Alright, so Kai
is gonna fucking strike out whatever the fuck he got.
uses fading. It's like so you
Right.
teleport through the.
First I spit on homeboy. I'm like,
damn.
You could sneak attack him and still flicker strike. You know that, right? You could hit him and yeah, he's flat foot.
Oh, you want on the flicker strike? He could do that. He could flicker strike.
That nigga go. Matter of fact,
I'm like, what the hell? Why you like right in his face? Why not take a free
they
attack?
stabbed that Prince nigga. That's it. Look, they trying to stab right in his horn, trying to look all cool. Put that nigga in his face. Get him behind me, nigga.
Yo, and tell him I'm taking over the freaking guild, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. I stab him. Be like, that's what I did in the doctor wrong.
Yeah, your cousin ordered the doctor wrong.
He'll know who the doctor wrong, man.
Yo, hold on.
Yeah,
He's the son of a demon lord. Probably the doctor.
Yeah, not Dr. Owens' father. Oh shit.
Oh shit, the Bathro's son, son. Yo.
And I think it was sweet.
Yeah, I heard my father made you run away like a little coward.
He actually got punched to death on that sword, but you really don't know what happened.
No, he's right. He made Kai run away.
Well, if Kai's trying to stab this guy, let's see. It's a free action to draw his kukri.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a plus 16 to hit. No, plus 17.
Mhm.
Plus 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That failure is flat-footed.
Flat-footed. Let me see his flat-footed AC.
Like 20. Yeah, is that a crit? Is that a crit?
32.
All right.
He got 2 attacks, right? Two
Who?
kukris?
Not if he's trying to
Which
move.
one?
Not if he's trying to move action, teleport out of there.
Oh, no, I gotta move actually. I only one them.
He don't got a maneuver that lets him attack twice and then teleport? Full round action.
Nah. Might be too powerful.
Oh, you're talking about?
Uh-huh.
No, hold on. Let me look at Flicker Strike.
You
Flicker
know nothing
Strike.
about stalkers.
Flicker Strike is Flicker Strike's one attack.
But then again, he only has 1 level of that class.
He disappears, blinks into existence to strike a foe, and then disappears again to a safe distance away. So he teleports up to his movement, then makes an attack against a flat-footed enemy, and then teleports up to his movement speed, all without drawing attacks of opportunity for the movement or the attack.
That is so fucking cheesy.
So he could like teleport here, attack, and then just teleport up.
Teleport again.
Alright, so
Look how fast I am. I can't keep up with
All right. So you got a total of 30. You got a total of 32.
no, I got 26. I got 26. The first
26?
He rolled twice.
Oh, I'm like,
26
what the fuck?
first.
I'm like,
That's why I was asking if this way you got 2 attacks.
no, I know. Jesus Christ, I forgot this guy was fucking decked out.
He's decked.
He's got 3 Ioun stones around his head. I forgot.
I got
Any of them an orange color Ioun stone?
No.
I'm looking for an orange color.
Orange
Ioun
color
stone.
is a dusty rose prism.
Oh, that's the good one.
A vibrant purple.
Okay.
A vibrant purple prism and an emerald green, an emerald green, and an emerald,
I want the orange one.
and an emerald green column. Emerald
Level 3, I'm about to be the next.
emerald green column.
Do the next fucking. What's his name? Lala, who has like 40 and shit to those things.
All right.
Lola.
So anyway, as you go to strike, as you teleport, and like he doesn't see you in time to like react with his body towards as you reappear to go strike him with your kukri before you go to teleport again. Your kukri goes out, and no, he doesn't have his. That's 31 minus 30. Okay. The kukri goes out. You go to stab into him. Well, I think it's a slicing weapon. Is it a slashing weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a slashing
Yeah,
weapon.
slashing. All right. So you go to. I'm trying to find a spot to go and slice him, and you see his neck. You see his neck open. You go up. You go to slice him.
He misses.
As you go to slice. It's not that he misses. It goes. Velior's like turning, and like the kukri like it slices across his neck, but you don't see any wound.
This place is so bitch.
Oh, it hit him. Oh, was that him?
It had
That sounded cool.
it
Stone skin or something?
it felt like your blade just didn't cut through. It didn't fully cut through his natural armor.
A natural armor.
So no sneak attack?
Naturally, he's also wearing he's also wearing full plate armor on top of that. But
I know it.
so Kai was doing his best to find an opening in the armor and managed to get towards his neck. And when he did slice across the neck,
At least you didn't roll a one.
wasn't a good enough wasn't a good enough spot.
See, that's all the song. Let's see how.
That's why you gotta get your chance. Look at all those people in there.
That's all. That's all.
This guy. Damn, why are all these characters moving in there? Hold up, shit. Damn. Now, how far did you guys say you were gonna be away from the damn building? 100 feet, 200 feet, 300 feet.
I haven't even taken my move or standard action.
I think it's lying on his leg.
There's like a fog of war everywhere. So I don't even know where my character is at.
Oh, he's down here.
Disappeared.
That's the stair. Yeah.
How many movement I took so far?
Oh shit! What did you do? Did 10 and then you did 1, 2, and then you went 1, 2. You down the stairs. Oh yeah, say you're going down the stairs. I say you're like all right.
Did I use up all my move action already or no?
You're right there at the midway down the stairs. Oh, you double moved, didn't you? That's right. I forgot you double moved. So
I did a regular move first.
Oh, you cast it.
Did I get down there?
Wait, what did you?
What? Oh wait, I got a movement of 40 feet because I got harder fire on.
Oh, okay. Well, then you're right here. So wait,
right there?
hold on. You immediate action 10 foot on the other side.
10 feet from immediate action.
What did you cast?
And then another 40 feet. Huh? A brute jump.
Oh, you didn't cast any spells?
No, I'm not blowing my cover. I'm a lonely. I don't want them to know I'm a mage.
Oh, well, you got another 40 feet then. Well, then you're already down. You're in the room, and well, you see the 2 cell swords. You know.
Are they like aware that what's going on upstairs or not yet?
No, they don't. Well, you go down there and they see you coming down, but they don't look like they're gonna attack you or anything. Like they're not aware of what just happened.
Claudius goes like, all right. Claudius just walks like nothing, like he's minding his own business, and he's walking towards the door.
And you see Kai just teleporting. Like, what you doing here?
Right, as for Kai's like teleported halfway down the stairs.
Hold on, nigga, I'm coming.
Actually, he'll wait over here and be like,
what up?
Standard action. Hold on, let me see. He goes like, how far away are you guys?
That's what I was running down the block. I'm coming.
We're coming as fast as we can, Claudius.
That's not what I asked. How far away are you guys? Are you here or are you still far off?
I'm 50 feet away. So me, that's two seconds.
You guys never say how far from the building you were gonna be waiting.
I was gonna be waiting. Like I thought we walked up to like the building itself where we could see.
And then you just had these 2 just where you could see, or you characters can be.
Well, we could see the building. Cause they went up to the door.
So you just went up
before they let in.
Alright, so I'll put you guys at like 200 feet down the road, down the street.
I thought they said way across the street. Honestly.
Are you guys ready to cross the street, like between some buildings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they told us to wait across the street.
Alright, well I'll put you at 100 feet.
All right.
That means Mensa will make a damn one turn.
So approximately where they at? That will take them what, like 2 rounds to get in here?
It'll take me a round to get there.
That's how we'll get. Well, for the whole party to get there. Yeah, it'll take them about. Let's see, double moving. It'll take them 2 rounds. About round 2, everybody will be there. Except for Metzor can get there in 1.
I'll be right up in there like, what's up? Get off, come on.
He goes like, Kai, go open the door. The cell sword and the lizard, the 2 cell swords, they're not aware yet. Claudia's gonna ready in action. If anyone tries to come down the stairs, he's gonna cast a spell to, block off the stairs or whatever.
Alright.
She cast my slide down.
Yeah, and then have the building like fall on top of us. Louis would love to do that shit. We inside a building, so gotta be careful with that shit.
That's it. You can take one out.
We'll be away from the stuff.
Kai goes over to open the door. Metzler, you're already there.
Hold on, let me get my real character. They go, open that door, nigga. Let go. What up?
So Kai basically opens the door, and here comes Metzler, and the lizard folk is like, "What is going on?"
Attack.
Claudius, he goes like, he's also late for the party, and then to the back to the best part, take him out. So
they late for the party already.
So I did my bluff check. Like, nah, he's part of the party. He's late. Look,
I won't go to
he's already. Oh, that's like Metzler look like he's drunk too. Like freaking drunken master. Like, I brought the ale.
Nah, I come in like, I'm really sorry about this. I'm not really late for the party, but I'm gonna have to knock you out now.
Wait, what? All right, roll initiative.
Watch this dude get a total of 5.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, he moves slow. That's always really slow. +4, I think.
Oh, you're good. You go first. Oh, whoa, what? Wait, hold on. I gotta take
it. He's gonna get a 5. I told you he's gonna get a 5. That's what he got. This dude is drunk, son.
How the fuck? Alright, never mind. So as you say that, the lizard folk catches to what's happening and takes out, he has his spear and he goes to stab at Metzler like...
That shit ain't gonna work, man.
I don't know, nigga. 220 still bodies. So
ain't nobody Bible Metzler like that, nigga. My AC is way too high.
Hey,
I don't
man. respect
the AC.
220 still bodies, my nigga.
That's true.
220s on a confirmation. It can happen to anybody.
It happened in Simon.
Oh, that was almost
It happened to Metzler too.
that was almost
It
a
happened to
20,
Metzler
man.
too.
See? It was almost a 20. It
That
went
was almost
20.
a 20. That was crazy.
That
just
was
now.
almost a
It hit the 20, but then it like rolled onto the 8. I was like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that shit.
That's
You got like Louis like.
Right. Well, he makes his second attack.
What? How many attacks is there?
Oh, now you know how how experienced his fucking sellswords are. This got these motherfuckers got 2 attacks.
That's fine, alright. But this is how much? What's my AC right now? Though? 17 plus what? Plus 23.
Don't worry, I don't think he hit. Not with the second one. If that was the first attack, he actually would have hit. What's your
Almost did, but he did. So too bad.
What's your AC? AC's
36 plus.
This guy.
He would have still missed. Anyway, so goes to stab. He goes to stab with the spears. He coming through. You're like, he spins it around, tries to slice it down on you, and you're like, shit. And it kind of does cut you, but like it doesn't cut through.
No, it doesn't.
No, listen, it doesn't.
It bounced back.
It doesn't cut through. It doesn't. I'm not finished. It doesn't cut through your body. Like you see your bracers glow and like this force armor appears on your chest and blocks it. You see like this magical. You see like you see like this magic sparks.
Is my natural armor on, or did you? Is my natural armor on? I don't know. Just so I know.
I assume you use a key point.
Just making sure. Okay, so what is it? What's the bonus now? Still +4. So my AC would be 40.
I'd say AC's 40, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that.
All right, you go.
Woohoo! Which one?
You, Metzler.
Okay. Forgive me. First, with shattering blow. Blow this nigga shit up. This nigga dead. Hold on. Shattering blow.
Yo, we just started a war, son. Aldrich Underground versus the Vindicators.
Alright, even go. What's my attack roll? I gotta look at this shit again. My shit always go crazy.
Plus 23.
You sure? Alright, hold on. Roll. Look at that.
Roll damage.
What is it, 8d8?
12 d8 plus 8.
12d8.
It's 12d8. Oh, wait, I said it the other way. 12d8 plus 8.
He's unconscious.
Alright.
Wait, I gotta roll to see if he's tripped.
Yeah, there's plus 20, plus 28.
Louis giving this look.
Yo, that's ridiculous.
Louis is looking at you. I got something for you later. Watch. Remember that guy with the armor that cannot get, like, very steady, can't get tripped?
15, okay, that was a free attack. I hit, roll damage.
That dude's unconscious, man. Wait,
He's knocked out, right? Can we just say he's knocked out?
He's done.
yeah, he's knocked out, man.
Roll damage. So D plus 8 damage.
So basically,
You
he
don't
came
wanna
in,
roll
tried to slice him with the spear twice, you're like, and each hit was like, and then he landed on the ground, you're like,
5,
and it was like,
15.
Oh shit, that dragon kick shit. That shit is so cheesy, son. No, Watson, are you seeing this cheesy shit, son? This dude flurry a blow, 2 attacks, and he's moving an extra 5 foot in the second.
No, not 5 foot. I can still keep it hold on 1D. So this is actually my second
Dude, what the
attack.
fuck, man? A poor fighter, he has to freaking spend like 5 feet to get spring attack, and it sucks because of the penalty.
Did that hit Luke?
To get blitzing splits or whatever.
yeah, they hit.
And damage is 2 with 8.
Yeah, he's unconscious.
Right, is this your first hit on the guy or the second hit?
That was the first attack. I just want to.
Okay, then.
No. The lizard folk, I swung. Then I rolled knocked
Oh, this is the first attack? Oh, alright, go ahead. Alright, well,
This is technically
roll
my
to see if
second
you
attack.
trip.
My fury blows.
Roll to see if you trip.
Roll to see if he gets tripped. No, wait, that's the wrong number. That's the wrong one. It's supposed to be. Roll a 1.
We rolled a 1 anyway, so I mean,
Doesn't matter.
alright, he didn't get tripped. But you got another attack?
Alright, now this is my third attack. Rawr.
We have army. We have Meswa.
I think AC was his AC too. Yeah, that hit. And he took them both out.
Okay.
So you basically came in a room and you're like,
Alright.
And before you knocked out, I'm like, I'm really sorry, but you'll be okay.
Man, we should have taken Meswa up there with us, man. We could have, like, roll the whole fucking room.
I'm like, are you guys alright?
Yeah. So the entire underground organization, the underbelly of the city, are right upstairs. If we're victorious tonight, it will be a great victory for us.
This is why we need nuclear weapons, because we can just fucking detonate a nuke in the whole building, kill all them niggas, and be done with it.
why Codius would be like, meteor swarm.
Technically speaking, there's a cleric spell that Cynthia could cast that does it, but it's not as powerful.
Comet strike.
But the thing is, though, that
It hits like
we don't kill everybody.
every round. It hits automatically, or it does one automatically. Comet strike. That shit is dope. I didn't memorize it though because it's too offensive and unnecessary. I'd rather memorize spells that the group needs, like Hero's Feast.
All right. We'll get the rest of the party over here. The rest of the party arrives and Metsuo, you look in there, Metsuo's already like got 2 of the guys.
Guy walks
2
over and
enemies
sneak
laid out.
attacks this guy and kills him, and then Metsuo runs and kicks the guy.
Damn.
No, don't kill him. What are you doing?
All right, we shall stop it here.
Yeah, Shensen walks up. Metsuo, your skills are so amazing.
We shall stop here for the
What you mean, nigga? No, it's like, oh, yeah, shit. It's like, oh my god, that's a lot. Look at these titties.
You got me perky, Messoir.
The guy is like, nigga, you got like, I know.
This guy. Anyway.
Yeah, that room upstairs though, son. I'm about to take on this big ass, this shield guardian nigga like a couple.
Alright.
I gotta move a bunch of those guys right now.
Good night, guys.
Because right now they're fucking up there buffing like, oh shit. Like,
Good night, homie.
Good night, guys.
Alright, y'all have a good night.
You too.